Howdy guys, and today we'll be continuing Death Note. Okay, last time on Death Note we had... Okay, a lot is going on. So, Mello has the Death... Well, his gang has the Death Note. Because I thought last episode watching it that it was Mello actually the one who had... He actually had the Death Note. But Mello's head boss guy is the one who actually has the Death Note. So... Mello actually hasn't written any of the names down himself. I think it was actually just the boss, his boss, that was actually doing the killing. But, so yeah, no, Light and Nier are working together to get Mello, pretty much, is what's going on. And we did get Sayu back. Sayu and Mr. Yagami were good. I'm surprised we honestly got out of that. I was worried, but we somehow did it. And Light now knows that Mello came from Whammy House, which is connected to Watari. So he might start connecting dots and thinking that's where L came from, or maybe that's where Nier's from too. You know, I don't know. But and then we got introduced to this new... There's like a new Shinigami who's apparently going to go see Ryuk to ask for his Death Note back that Ryuk took. But I'm not sure whose Death Note, Ryuk's Death Note actually, who currently has his real, is it Mello who has Ryuk's real Death Note? Or is it Ryuk and Light that actually have Ryuk's real Death Note? I'm not too sure about that, but... And then we got a name of another Shinigami, Harmonia Justin? I don't know who he is. He seems to be some sort of big cheese Shinigami. I don't know. But I guess we're going to see a new Shinigami on there, so that's kind of hype. So yeah, we're going to start this in 3, 2, 1, whoop, bam. Oh, no episode title. Sayu?
I think we should do this every day. The sun will do you good.
What? Mr. Yagami?
What in the world am I supposed to do now?
Did Sayu actually get hurt? I hope she didn't get too badly. Why is it called Father? Oh my gosh. Dude, don't do what I think you're gonna do. Nothing to do with Mr. Yagami, please. I can't do it. Oh my god. Don't do it. Who? Hear this OP or this?
What are you doing here?
Sito?
Hey, quit following me.
Dude, Sito!
I want my notebook. Damn, guess I shouldn't be surprised. Too bad. Things got a little complicated with
You could just say no? Okay.
I have no idea where it is.
That's cap.
I'm not surprised.
Wait, so is it Mello who has the Death Note?
Look, I told you stop following me. I don't know where it is. If you want it back, you're gonna have to look for it yourself.
Wow. Just like that?
Exactly a normal orphanage. It's like a school for gifted children.
Oh, is it?
Crazy part. Its real purpose is to groom these kids so that one of them could become the next L.
L's successor?
Wow.
Apparently, the one most likely to succeed L is this kid named Nier.
Near. Is that N?
Also,
Wow.
leads on Mello, the one N mentioned. He's smart too, but he always came second to Nier.
This guy is definitely the same Mello that N told us about.
These are sketches of both of them.
Wow.
We couldn't find any photographs.
Those don't work though
Successors.
for Misa.
Looks like I'm still fighting.
No. Whoa.
First things first. I have to find out where Mello and his mafia.
Dude, look at that walk, bro. Let's
I
go.
already had Misa check a list of known mafia syndicates using her Shinigami eyes.
What the heck?
Great news. The letter arrived.
Okay.
He's in LA. I did it. I outmaneuvered both Nier and Mello. Guess it's no surprise.
This is going fast.
Look in Misa's eyes. I'm unstoppable.
Yeah, it seems that way. Can they see him?
Yeah,
I hope he means that. I don't think he does, though. They can't see him, can they? Oh, no. So it is Mello who actually has the Death Note.
The next step
What a
is for me to
dump.
figure out just how much I can control people with this thing.
Oh, they're gonna have to be able to see me before I can even talk to them. What a drag.
Oh, that's so weird.
Snyder's the owner right now. Guess I'll have to make him touch the notebook first.
Oh, but they're not... Are they using gloves? Is that what's going on?
Tag, you're in.
Yeah, the notebook just flew.
It's a notebook that kills people. Hell, nothing surprises me anymore.
Boss, who is this? The guy in the freaky costume, who the hell is he?
Oh, this is so weird.
My own. I'm actually a Shinigami. Pass the notebook around so they can see me too.
He says you can see him if you touch the notebook. Please, everyone touch it. I swear I'm not crazy.
Fine, whatever. Come on, guys.
Dude, this is crazy. Oh, they're gonna shoot each other. Oh, no, okay.
Nice try. You humans can't kill
Oh, this is so cool.
Ryuk,
This is not good. He's gonna get the eyes.
I'm going to forfeit ownership of this notebook. All I ask is that you agree to follow whichever person I give it to.
What? You giving up ownership again?
But wait, won't you lose all your memories if you do that?
Misa, lend me your notebook. I'll keep it on me like this. That way, even if I forfeit ownership of my notebook, I won't lose my memory. I'll give you as many pages as you need. I won't forgive any mistakes.
Oh, he likes chocolate. Oh, that's so cool. He likes chocolate,
Stuff you told us.
and Ryuk likes apples.
If the person using the note fails to consecutively write names of people to be killed within 13 days
That's
of each
cap.
other, then the user will die.
Oh yeah, those rules are definitely fake.
Look at his hands, dude.
Joke before giving the notebook to a human.
He's so cool. Are they in like a resort location? Where are they?
What did he say?
Oh, I see.
Please stay calm and listen carefully.
I've gathered information from the FBI and other sources. On November 10th, exactly 11
Is she using like a text talk thing?
arrangements have been made so that all known associates of the Mafia will die.
Hmm.
That moment is your best and only chance to get the notebook back. It's up to you.
Weird.
I think we both know what needs to be done. We get the Shinigami to follow us in, and then we do the deal for the eyes and make sure they're all dead, right?
I will make the deal for the eyes.
No way, Chief! Let me be the one to do it!
I was responsible for handing over the
Light,
in the first
do
place.
not let him.
That moment, I'm unable to live with what I've done. I've even thought of killing myself. I'll use the notebook to kill any criminals who try to stop us. And then, after 13 days, I'll die as well.
Wait, is that why he did the deal? So if Mr.
He writes a name in the notebook. Then, when the time comes... Is everybody ready to move in?
Oh gosh, I'm confused. I'm scared.
All right. Deputy Director, make the eye deal with the Shinigami.
Are you kidding me?
All right, Ryuk. I'm ready.
Oh, I hate this. They're so
Sure thing, boss.
they're so cool looking though. Bro.
Can you see their names and lifespans?
Yes, I can.
Their names should disappear soon. That's your cue.
Dude, they're so cool looking. Wow. Why is it mellow? Oh, cause okay.
So, Kira's involved after all. I didn't think you'd go this far. My plan was supposed to be perfect. Damn, what the hell is Shido doing?
Relax. Shut up and watch, all right? All you have to do is sit here and do
Dude, this is crazy. Wow. This is not go. Who picked it up? Oh no.
We've apprehended 2 of the criminals. We've also been able to secure the notebook.
We'll begin withdrawing now.
Not yet. Keep going.
We still haven't found anyone who resembles our picture of Mello. That means he must be hiding somewhere in the building.
We've come this far.
Have someone retreat with the book. Doesn't that mean Mr. Yagami will be able to see when Light dies?
What was that? An explosion?
That couldn't affect the Shinigami. It looked like it.
I've already blown up the 2 entrances to this place. This will be your only warning. The next explosion will take out the entire building, as well as all your men inside. So you better do as I say.
It's Mellow.
Oh my.
Yagami again, huh? Maybe I should have killed you when I had the chance.
Oh no. This is so weird.
Your real name, it's Mikhail Kale.
What the hell? How did he...
I did it.
It's over. It's time to turn your
Oh, he's too pretty.
What are you doing? Don't be stupid. Write his name down and kill him now!
You know how this works. I write your name, and you will die.
Dude, this is escalating so fast.
Don't move! I've written your first name, and it will only take me a second to write your surname.
You idiot! Just write it! Kill him!
Oh my god. Oh dude, I can't watch. I don't want to do this. Where is what the heck are they doing? Why aren't they with Mr. Yagami? Shoot him. Shoot him, bro. No. Nice. Bro. Light should tell Misa to write the name down.
After all that, he got away? That's why you should have just killed him.
Right? Oh my god, he's good, right? Dude, no. He's good, right? Okay, that's...
Come on. Please, Dad. You can't die on me like this. Yeah, Dad.
Dude, don't. I can't do this. Don't do it, please.
You'll be fine. It's okay.
This is so weird.
I still have the Shinigami eyes. According to that Shinigami Ryuk, I can't see the lifespan of someone who owns a notebook, but I can see the numbers above your head. Light. You really aren't Kira. I'm so glad. My son.
That's why he did it.
Don't tell me you're still worried about that, Chief. Of course he's not Kira.
That's so weird. He always had this doubt then that he could still be Kira.
It's important, but I've got bigger things to deal with right now.
I'm so sorry, but in the end, I couldn't bring myself to kill.
I can't just come out and say it's not too late. No, wait, maybe I can. It all depends on how I do it.
Couldn't he just have Misa do it?
Weird if I get upset and panic. Come on. Dad, write his name. You can't let him beat you like this. Write his name down. With your last bit of strength, do you want to die in vain? Dad, no.
Bro. god.
Come on, damn it! Don't you die on
Dude. Oh my god. He's not even going to heaven or hell now, boys. Where's he going?
Came here to take back this notebook, aren't you? Yes. The notebook might be helpful to the Kira investigation, but we really only need one of them. I'll give this one back to you.
Wow. He's just gone? He was here for a single episode?
Humans who use the notebook are cursed with fear, pain, and misery. Of course, Soichiro didn't use the notebook. He got to die believing that his son wasn't Kira. I guess that means he
Oh.
was happy.
Wait, that means he... Oh, I don't understand the rules, boys. Does he go to heaven then? Hopefully, because he didn't use... He did the deal. Oh my god, I never thought it was going to end like that. I don't even have tissues. Every time I watch the show, I should just have tissues with me, boys. Dude, I was so hyped about this episode. I didn't even see the name of it. If I saw the name of this episode, boys... Dude... I was just hyped because I knew we were going to see a new Shinigami. Dude, I'm so confused. I mean, I'm not confused. I get it. Well, I am a little confused about a certain aspect of this. See, Mr. Yagami didn't legit use the Death Note, right? I mean, he did the deal. But... He didn't technically use the Death Note. He didn't... I mean, it's like using a gun. He cocked the gun, and he almost used it. He almost killed Mello, but he didn't pull the trigger. So that means he still goes to heaven, right? He didn't fully use the Death Note. That's what I'm worried about. You know how terrible it'd be? He uses the Death Note and then immediately dies, and now he's in purgatory for all eternity, or whatever the heck happens when you die and if you use the Death Note. What about Miss Yagami or Sayu? Dude, this is... Oh, dude, oh my... I cannot believe that just happened. Dude, oh my... I hate this episode. Man, we were off to such a good start this episode. We saw Seto. He seems kind of cool. He had his own theme song, which sounded kind of cool. And then when the title Father popped up, I pretty much knew immediately what probably was going to happen. And now I'm losing my voice. This is great. Now I got a headache. I don't even know how to... Obviously, you can see how I feel about this. But it's cool to know... Obviously, I understand now why he did he wanted to, get rid of ownership of the Death Note. It was so when his father gets the Shinigami eyes, he won't see that his son has a Death Note, you know what I mean? Because he could see the lifespan of his son. That hurts, boys, because last episode, this is what I was worried about. Mr. Yagami dying and Sayu dying. I mean, thankfully, we don't have to worry about that. They made it out. Nah. He's dead. He dies the next episode. Did he know about the fully on deal? I mean, obviously Ryuk must have told him, right? That if you do the deal, you lose half your life. I mean, did he know about that part? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter now. And how does that work? So, when was he supposed to originally die? Because the Death Note cuts your lifespan in half. But since he just died right then, does that mean he was supposed to live another day and die from his complications from the explosion later that day, or like, you know what I mean? So how does that work? He used the eyes, so it cut his life in half. So was he supposed to die? Like, how does that work? Was he still gonna die at that moment? I don't quite understand that part. Like, I mean, his life got cut in half, so was he supposed to live half, or I just don't know. I don't know how that works. But what I really want to know is if there's a heaven or hell. Apparently, at least in this world, there is. He's going to heaven, right? Because he didn't actually use the Death Note. He did the deal. But I don't think they said anything about, you know, if you do the deal, you're going to heaven or hell, right? It's if you actually kill somebody with the Death Note. Man, this was a weird episode too. Didn't it almost feel rushed? What happened this episode, I feel like they could have cut in at least 2 at the very least, 2 or 3 episodes for what was in this episode. I mean, I feel like this entire episode felt like a montage. So much happened. They introduced a new Shinigami. Mr. Yagami got the eyes. We find out Seto likes chocolate, like how Ryuk likes apples. We ended up killing the entire mafia, or that syndicate of the mafia. We did a time jump to November 10th at 11:59 p.m. when everyone started dying. We found out Carl Schneider or something was the one who's actually using the Death Note. We end up finding out that the Whammy House is a school for gifted children to replace L, something like that. We find out Mello's real name, which was, what was it? Okay, so his real name is Mihail Kale. Mihail Kale. Wait, how do you pronounce that? Okay, Mihail Kale. Okay, Mihail Kale. That's Mello's real name. I mean, I get why Light wanted Mr. Yagami to write the name down, but at the same time, like, bro, don't you know if your father does that, he's never going to heaven for all eternity? Like, bro. I mean, he said the name out loud, right?
How did he... I did it.
Okay, yeah. Light heard the name. It's Mihail Kale. Because after Mr. Yagami said it, Light said, I did it. So, why is he freaking out so bad? And in his father's deathbed, still trying to get him to write the name. Like, bro, just give it to Misa. Have Misa write the name down. Why is that so hard? Am I missing something? She still has the eyes and the Death Note, right? She is Kira now. Just give the name to her. Like, I don't get what's the... I must be missing something, right? This was such a rough episode, boys. Seeing the purest one in this entire show, Mr. Yagami, has Shinigami eyes in the deathbed. I never in a million years would have ever seen this coming. I never thought this was going to happen the way it did. Honestly, I was thinking for the longest time Mr. Yagami was going to find out that his son actually was indeed Kira, and he would be the one to, like, catch Kira, if that was ever to even happen. That's what I was thinking was going to happen. But no. And in a way, I'm kind of glad it didn't, obviously for multiple reasons, because I like Light. I mean, obviously I don't want him to be caught. And second, I don't know how, obviously this sucks. But in a way, no, I'm not happy. I'm not happy about this. But in a weird way, if I ever was to be happy about this, it was that he left this world knowing in his heart that his son is not Kira. Even though that's Cap, he leaves happy knowing to himself that he feels that his son is for surely not Kira. Even after all of this, he still had doubts in his head that his son could still possibly be Kira. because after he found out that his son wasn't, he started tearing, crying, because there was always that doubt, obviously from Elle. So he probably had, I don't know how much of a percentage, probably a 5% or less that his son could still be Kira, perhaps. So I guess that's one good thing. He leaves knowing his son wasn't. Well, he leaves in his heart thinking his son's not Kira, so that's good. Dude, I really feel like they could have made this episode 2. They could have had this in 2 episodes. I feel like they put too much in this episode. This episode was cram-packed. I mean, I guess it was a good episode. Just, I feel like almost too much happened. But I am happy to know I was right. Not necessarily I was right, I'm so great, but I was wondering who Sido was going to end up going to. And Sido actually went to... Ryuk's Death Note was actually the one that Mello had. So I guess that's cool, but... that was all I was right about. Everything else was not, obviously. So what happened? Okay, this is another thing I'm confused about. It seems like there's an extra Death Note. So they gave one to Sido, but doesn't Mello still have one? And doesn't Misa still have one? So like, what? I'm confused. There's like an extra Death Note all of a sudden. I hate looking at this. I don't want to see Mr. Yagami, dude. It hurts. I can't do it. Okay, what was going on? I know I've been calling him Mr. Yagami this whole time. That's just, I don't know. I've always been calling him that. But his real name is Soichiro. This is like his last episode, so I want to say his name right at least once. So yeah, Ryuk confirmed that he didn't use the notebook. It straight up says that. Soichiro didn't use the notebook. So he is going to heaven, I hope. Even though he had Shinigami eyes. I hope they just don't care about that part. Yeah, he died happy, I get. What about Sayu and his wife? Okay, I need to go back too about the whole part when he transferred. And it was also weird too. Misa was like in a thong. I've never seen her that. How weird. Okay, so that's how he got the gang's hideout. He used the Death Note to tell Kyle Snyder to give them the location of the Mafia hideout. So weird. I knew you could do that with the Death Note, but I didn't know you can do that much and then just have him chilling for like days. Then he dies. I didn't realize you had that much time to do what you want with the victim. That's a lot. I didn't realize you could do that much. And why exactly does Misa... doesn't she almost look kind of like... I guess it's whatever. She's in her house, so I guess she can dress how she wants. Who cares? It's just kind of weird seeing her like that. Usually you see her in, like, some fancy clothing, but, it's whatever, I guess. Okay, so that's what was going on. Okay, so much just happened. Okay, so he had the Death Note, and he, like, put it, like, in his front belt, under his clothes. So even though he gave up... he forfeited the Death Note, since he's still technically touching the Death Note, he's not losing the memories. So that's what that was about. And he ripped out tons of pages for Misa so she can continue being Kira. And then he tells her, I won't forgive any mistakes. Like, bro, chill. Like, Misa is so cool. Why does he talk so bad to her? I hate it, bro. She's so cool. It is what it is, I guess. But... so where did that Death Note go? Okay, this part, yeah, a lot happened. I'm surprisingly more confused than I usually am with this show. Usually I'm pretty decent, but I'm a little confused. Okay. So when Mihail, oh gosh, I forgot how to say his name again. Mihail Kale? I gotta look it back again, bros. Gosh, man. Okay, Mihail Kale. Okay, when Mihail Kale did what he did and blew up the place and escaped, I'm assuming Mr. Yagami still had the Death Note on him. I guess he got it. So yeah, Mr. Yagami, when the place blew up, he still had the death note on him. But did we see it again? Wait, we must wait. I'm so confused. Okay, so I guess when he blew the place up. Okay, which one is it that Yagami has? He has Seto's death note. They keep transferring. I'm getting confused. Who has it? Okay, so I guess, does that mean Mello currently, or Mikhail Kale, doesn't actually have a death note right now? He doesn't have it, and the one that they ended up returning to Seto at the end was the one that Mr. Yagami actually had. So the death note that the Mafia had, Seto now has and returned back to the Shinigami realm with that death note. So was that the one that was in English? That was the one that actually said death note on the front? Dude, how do you stay up with the show? They do so much. Okay, wait. Okay. The one Mr. Yagami had was the one that legit said death note on the front cover in the English. That is the death note that they returned to Seto, which was the original death note that Ryuk had, right? Yeah, okay, so oh man, that's kind of sad. We lost 2 things this episode. I guess 3. I mean, Seto, we just saw him, but he's gone, so it's not that sad, obviously, but we lost Mr. Yagami and the original OG death note. It's gone. Wow, we lost 2 things this episode, boys. The OG death note from episode 1 and Mr. Yagami from episode 1 is gone. So now we got the crazy, what is it? We got the crazy death note that's in like Egyptian? It's not in Japanese. Is it even in like a known language? I don't think it's ever specified what is on this death note. The one that Rem had, right? It's not Japanese. I don't even think it's in an English we know. It's just in whatever. It might be in like Shinigami language. I don't know. But now we got the whack death note currently, which is Rem's death note. But they transferred ownership. Yeah, so Ryuk is connected currently to Rem's death note. That's sad, boys. We lost the OG death note. It's gone. Oh my god, I cannot believe Mr. Yagami is gone. I know at the end you saw Light crying when his father legit died. I hope that wasn't for show. He has to genuinely care, right? And it wasn't, it went back to episode, 7 or 8? Something like that, when Light said, if Kira kills you or something, or whatever, I will find and execute Kira. Something like that, so. But it wasn't, I was always thinking it would be Light who ended up killing him, and then he would end up killing himself if that was ever the case, but it wasn't actually him who killed Mr. Yagami. It was Mello or Mikhail Kale. So, yeah, he actually, Mello, I'm just going to call him Mello because it's easier. He does not have a death note. Dude, this episode should be called Escalated Quickly. Because literally last episode, the Mafia got the death note. This episode, the entirety of that syndicate is dead. Besides Mello, and the death note's already gone. See, that's what I'm talking about. I feel like this episode got rushed, but not in a bad way. Just so much happened. Like, last episode, we got introduced to Seto, and that the Mafia has the death note. The Mafia's gone, and and Sito is also gone. I am just assuming we'll never see him again, because he has what he came for, the Death Note, and he's back to the Shinigami realm. This sucks, dudes. We lost the two most purest souls in this show. I mean, I guess we got Sayu and Miss Sayu, or Miss Yagami. I mean, we lost L, who was pure justice for the most part, and Mr. Yagami, which was pure justice through and through. They're both gone, dude. I almost feel like there's just the balances of like good and bad just are not equaling out at all in the show anymore. It was pretty good because we had two big behemoths of justice, L and Mr. Yagami. But then L's gone, so it's kind of like that. And now Mr. Yagami's got, it's just like straight evil. There's no good left. I mean, I guess we got Nier. I mean, Mellow's not even good. We got Nier, but I don't feel like we have enough screen time with him, so it's like, I'm just assuming he's good, but we don't have enough screen, like, he wasn't even in this episode. So, it's like, it's just straight all evil. Oh my gosh. I don't know how I feel about this show now, boys. Mr. Yagami was like the one person I wanted to make it out in the end. He was just, oh god, I can't do it again. Oh no. Dude, oh, that sucks. So I'm just happy he went out knowing to his full ability that his son is not Kira. Even though we know that's not the case, he left happy. And this is kind of off topic, but now I'm thinking what I'm going to do for the thumbnail. Because obviously you would think I would put Mr. Yagami with the Shinigami eyes, but that is so spoiler heavy. There's absolutely no way I'm doing that. I don't know. I'm just thinking what I'm going to use now for the thumbnail. Obviously, I would want to use that because that's the coolest part of the episode. Mr. Yagami with the Shinigami eyes, but there's absolutely no way I'm doing that. I don't even know what I said. I'll probably cut this. I hope next episode, Light goes on a rampage after Mello. I like Mello. He's very, I'll say handsome, I guess. I really like Mello. But dude, you mess with an OG character, no, you can't do that. And it was Mello who literally killed Mr. Yagami. I guess technically it was Mello who killed Mr. Yagami. But in reality, it was all because of Light. So I'm just going to put all the blame on Mello. I don't want to think of Light as the one who killed Mr. Yagami, because it technically wasn't. But he was only in that scenario because of Light, but it was indeed Kira, or it wasn't even Kira, well, it was at the time, Light, whatever, who killed Mr. Yagami. It was so gangster, though. Dude, that was so gangster, though. I mean, Yagami went out like a beast, I guess. He had the Shinigami. He was in like a full, like, tactical, like, suit with like a machine gun or pistol. I don't even know what he had. I don't even remember. But dude, oh my gosh, he was such a beast. Dude, he looked so cool. He had like full on armor SWAT suit with a gun and glowing red eyes, dude. He was a menace to society. So what now with Mihao Kale? I mean, Light knows his name. He'll just give the info to Misa, right? Just look at him. What a beast. He's so cool looking. Even if he didn't have the red eyes, just look at the suit he's in, dude. He's like a juggernaut, bro. What an absolute beast. And dude, look here. He has like the helmet. Dude, he just looks so cool. Man. Well, but my biggest confusion now, I think is the only confusion, because it seems like we figured out everything else on this episode that I was confused about, but the main thing now is So, isn't Mello just gonna die? Like, for real? What, literally, I can't think of anything that's stopping him from dying at this point. Like, what is gonna, nothing can stop him. He said, he literally spelled Mikhail Kale's name out loud and then said it. So there's no way that Light didn't hear that. And obviously, he's smart, obviously, so he's not gonna like forget the name. And he'll just tell Misa to write it down, or he'll write it down himself. So, I mean, he's already as good as dead, right? I'm just confused. Why was Light freaking out so bad? Even on his deathbed, Mr. Yagami's deathbed, why was he freaking out so bad, wanting him to write it down? You know what I mean? Like, couldn't he just tell Misa to? Like, why is he freaking out? I wish he just chilled more with his dad at the end rather than trying to get him to do some Death Note crap. Like, bro, like, this is not the time. And even if it was like, oh, because it would be sus if Mikhail Kale died from a heart attack after this incident. But, like, after all the shenanigans and, like, commotion that just went down, it would go right over the remaining agents' heads. You know what I mean? Like, Matsuda and the rest, like, they're not gonna be like, oh, could that mean L or Light's Kira? No, because even they got confirmation that he is indeed not Kira. Because Mr. Yagami said so. So if that's the reason why he's freaking out, you know what I mean? Like, I can't think of any legit reasoning why was he, like, pushing it so hard to get him? I mean, obviously, yeah, he probably doesn't want his dad to die, but, like, and he wants the Death Note back, which he got back, so then why is he so freaking out? I just don't get it. So, I'm just assuming Mello's dead already. I mean, there's no reason he should be still alive, right? So then I guess that just leaves L versus Nier. Or I guess Light. Man, that also kind of sucks, though. Yeah, Mr. Yagami went out happy, technically. But, dude, I don't even want to say it because I don't want to be rude to him, but, like, he was played the fool the entire show. He was left in the dark the entire show. He never once knew the actual truth. That kind of sucks, and he brought that to the grave with him. He never knew that his son was Kira. He never knew who Kira really was. I mean, he knew who, like, Higuchi and stuff was, but, like, he didn't know the actual true mastermind behind everything. Through all of this. To the very end, he never once knew. So that kind of sucks, too. But, I mean, I guess it's nicer to not know some things rather than to know. You know what I mean? Like, you know how horrific that would have been if at the very end he's like, oh my god, my son's Kira, and he's like crying his eyes out knowing his son's Kira, then dies. So I guess in the end it is better to know, or him to not know and die happy rather than horrified that his son is Kira then dies. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. This show is in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. It's up there with this, Breaking Bad, and Better Call Saul. This is in my top 3 favorite shows of all time. It just is. It's like perfect. I know every once in a while you guys hear me talk about Breaking Bad. It's just because I have it up to such a high standard, Breaking Bad. But this is the closest, this is the anime version of Breaking Bad in my eyes. It just is. This is the Breaking Bad of anime. 7... we only have 7 episodes? Oh my god. Oh no. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I was on my own here, well, if I was watching this show by myself, I would have finished it in a single week or maybe a single 2 days tops. I would have binged this entire show, but I probably would have gotten to the last episode and never watched it. The only reason I'll finish this show is because I'm watching it with you guys. Otherwise, if I was by myself, I would never watch the last episode of the show. So, like, it would never be over. There's a few other shows I've done that with where I won't watch the last episode because I don't want it to ever be over. You know what I mean? Like, I'll restart it, get to the very end, and I'll never actually finish it because I know once I finish it, it's officially done. And I don't want that to happen. I like, as much as I like Light, I want him to start, I don't want him to necessarily, I mean, I could not, I'm starting to not be able to talk again. I'm getting like shaky. Dude, this show. Okay. I like Light, obviously. I don't necessarily want him to suffer. That's not even the right words at all. But I want him to start to realize, because Ryuk told him this, like, I think 20 episodes ago, that, and he even said it here too, all that comes to people who use the Death Note is like misery and pain and suffering and all that, and agony. He needs to start realizing that is the case. Obviously, he has very clouded judgment. He doesn't want to see certain things that are obviously right in his face. Like, he may still think he's doing the right thing, and I guess he kind of, in a weird, morbid way, he is. It's not even obvious. It's super hard to, it's not even obvious anymore. It's very skewed in which way you want to look at this, if he's doing the good or not good. I mean, I said this in the beginning of this arc, when they did the time jump after L's passing, that he feels more shallow-hearted, and he almost looks deader. It's not even a word, but like, he looks more hollow, like soulless almost, and it's very noticeable. It barely looks like he cares that his father's dead. I mean, he did cry, but I feel like that was almost more for show rather than it was actual emotions. And he still doesn't care about Misa at all. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. At least it appears that way. I thought at least he cared. I thought family was the only thing he cared about, really. Well, no, then we found out last episode that he was contemplating on killing Sayu. And I know I told you guys that it was because he cares about family, but no. It's because he would get found out that maybe he was Kira. I feel like Light 20 episodes ago, he would never even dare to mess with any Sayu or his father. But at this point in time, it doesn't even seem like he necessarily cares fully. Obviously, he'd rather not kill his father, but it almost seems like he doesn't necessarily fully care. And that hurts. Because it makes it hard for me to root for him. You know what I mean? It really does. Because I was almost hoping that at some point, obviously not anymore, not even because Mr. Yagami passed away, but there's absolutely no way, if this didn't happen, that Mr. Yagami would ever see Light. Like, somehow, I was hoping Light would somehow get Mr. Yagami to understand what he's doing is the right thing. But at this point in time, there is no way he would be able to, from everything he's done. That's what I was hoping, like, 15 episodes ago, that's what I was hoping would happen. But at this point in time, there's absolutely no way that was ever going to happen. But anyways, I don't know, I got off on a long tangent, but I'm just hoping he starts to realize all the pain and suffering and misery Light is indeed causing, not just to the wicked, but also the righteous, like Mr. Yagami. Good people are suffering because of him. His own family is dying because of Light. Well, I mean, if you guess you really want to think of it, is everything that's happened to this is because of Ryuk. If you want to be honest, be for real. I mean, everything that's happening is because Ryuk got bored and dropped the book on Earth. I mean, I guess you can say it was accident, but in reality, it was because he was bored. So, I mean, if you really want to put the blame, I guess you could put on Ryuk. Because I guess it technically is his doing. He decided to drop the book in the first place. But it was Light who acted upon it. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder to root for Light. I guess I'm going to root for Misa? I don't know. I mean, Sayu... But Sayu's not even, like, in the show. We might see her again, but she'll be bawling her eyes out at Mr. Yacht. Where was Sayu and Miss Sayu at his hospital? They weren't even there, were they? I'm not gonna look. I don't want to see that again. I don't think they were, though. And what was the whole beginning scene where it looked like he was in heaven? I mean, he wasn't obviously in heaven. But it was just weird because I remember Sayu walking out unharmed. But I assume she must have taken some injuries when she got kidnapped and that's why she's in a wheelchair. I was thinking she was like paralyzed or something, but I'm hoping she's fine. Maybe, I hope. I don't know. Hopefully some of that Watari bucks will arrive to the Yagami family now. That he died, you know, hunting for Kira. That would be cool. Because we know they still got big bucks. They have to, right? They still have to have some Watari bucks, right? Hopefully. It is kind of cool, though, to see that certain Shinigamis do enjoy foods. Rem, we've never seen her eat anything. Seto, on the other hand, he likes chocolate, which is kind of cool. And we know... Well, maybe... No, I don't think Seto will return for... I was thinking Seto would return for chocolate. I don't know if we'll ever see Seto again. I was thinking maybe he would see all the commotion and excitement that was happening because of Ryuk. All this is happening because of him. And maybe Seto would be like, oh, this is kind of fun. And also, I want some chocolate. So I'll go back to Mello, who has chocolate. You know what I mean? Maybe he'll let him use the Death Note because it's fun or something. I don't know. But that doesn't matter because Seto's... I mean, Mihail Kale. Is that how I say it? Mihail Mello. I mean, Mello's dead, right? There has to be something I'm missing. I mean, it is a pretty whack sounding name. Mihail Kale. So maybe, but he specifically spelt it. So there's no way Light will miss, because there's that rule that if you misspell a name 4 times, it like makes the book like deactivates the book or makes it unusable or something. I was thinking maybe that would come in play. I'm just thinking of a way Mello could get out of this. I don't think he can though. He literally has his death sentence is like sealed. He has the entirety of his name spelt out, and he said his name out loud, and Light heard. So he'll just simply tell Misa. Oh no! Wait a second. Oh no! That's how he's not gonna die. Wait. Yeah, that's how he's not... Wait, no, wait. Is it maybe because if you write the name, don't you... Wait, no, it doesn't matter. You don't have to see what they look like, do you? Man, I get so confused on these rules. You don't have to necessarily... As long as you have the name, and it's a very one-of-a-kind name. I don't think anyone on the entire planet has that name. So as long as Misa or Light writes that name in the Death Note, that person will die. You don't have to know what they look like in mind. You only have to if you're like... let me think of... If you're going to write like Michael Jackson down. I personally, I don't think he's actually dead. Just letting you guys know. I don't think he's dead. But anyways. Like, you write Michael Jackson's name down. You have to think of the other Michael Jackson rather than the famous Michael Jackson so he doesn't die, right? But if you just simply write the name down and you don't have any person in mind, it'll just kind of like randomly kill a Michael Jackson, right? Right? So, no, Mello's still gonna die then. I was trying to think of a scenario where this could happen, possibly like how it happened where they couldn't kill L for the longest time because they needed both of those. They couldn't get his name, or, you know what I mean? And they tried to get Misa with the eyes to see L to get his name, but they have his name entirely down. So they don't. I don't think they have to actually know what he looks like. But they do, don't they? I'm gonna look it up. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm getting scared. I don't want to get spoiled. I don't know how to necessarily look that up without. I hate looking up the word death in a show. I don't want to see anything like that, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure you don't need both though, do you? But you only need to see what they look like to get their name if you have the Shinigami eyes. That's why they always have their faces covered. But once they already have your name, they don't need to know what you look like, right? I feel like I know. I feel like I don't know. I get confused on that one. If that is the case, and they still need to see what Mello looks like, then that would be how Mello doesn't die. Otherwise, he's gonna die. But yeah, okay, I'm for real done this time. I mean, I can kind of tell where we're going from here. We're obviously gonna be trying to kill Mello and the Nier, most likely. And I guess Seto's just gone. That's kind of a bum. I was hoping... I mean, that's kind of a bummer. He's kind of weird, but... I mean, he's a Shinigami, so they're all weird. And why did we get the whole name last episode of Harmonia Justin? Is he gonna be like a recurring character? Like, what was the point of that? He has such a crazy, bizarre name. And are we ever gonna even see him again? Hopefully Mr. Yagami's in heaven. And hopefully it's not the heaven where he can see what we're doing on Earth. Because if it is, he's gonna be like, what the? Kira is my son. Or, you know, hopefully that's not the case. Because that would suck. I don't know. Oh no. Wait. No, if he is in heaven, and obviously L's gonna be in heaven. They're gonna see each other. And L's gonna be like, yo, your son is indeed Kira. And that's gonna suck. I hope that's not the case. And Naomi's gonna be up there too. And they're gonna be like, she's gonna be like, yo, Light Yagami's Kira, he killed me. And Watari, well, he does. Well, no, he doesn't really know, really, does he? I mean, obviously he must have some sort of knowledge. All he knows is Rem killed him. But when L died, Light looked directly into his eyes and smiled. Gosh, that sucks. I hope that's not the case. Even if Ray Penber's up there, it'd be like, yo, Mr. Yagami, your son killed me. And then he's gonna be like, oh no. I hope that's not the case. No, none of that's gonna happen. He's peaceful and happy. He's good. It's all good. He's happy. We're getting it there. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.